Hi students, we are narrowing down to the end of the school year. This is your culminating activity. It's super important because you have to have 50% of the grade for the culminating activity to get credit for the class. If you skip this assignment, you're going to end up with an incomplete and won't pass the class. So this is super important. I'm assigning it to you early so that you have plenty of time to work on it. I've given you due dates, and you'll see as we go through, I've given you due dates on what you have to have done at certain days. This video is just an overview of what's happening, and let's start going over it. Okay, the directions. Find a simple, healthy recipe in a recipe book or on the internet with at least 4 fractions. You want to make sure you have at least 4 fractions in the ingredients list. And you're going to write the original recipe. Now, you can get this recipe out of a recipe book. You can do a Google search and get it off the internet. Maybe you have a family recipe that you love. You can include that. It can be something that your mom makes on a regular basis or your dad makes on a regular basis. It can be the favorite thing that your grandma or grandpa cooks. Doesn't matter. It just has to have 4 fractions in it. Then you're going to rewrite the recipe for half as many people. So we're going to multiply it times half. You're going to show your work and explain your strategy. Then we're going to rewrite the recipe for twice as many people, which means we're going to take the whole thing and multiply it by 2. You're going to show your work and explain your strategy. Then you're going to explain how you adjust the recipe to feed everyone in our class. Can't forget me. If the quantity served is not given, you're going to have to estimate how many it will serve and then explain what you would do to have enough for all of us. And we're going to go over this, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So don't stress. You're going to neatly type your recipe and turn it into Google Classroom using correct spelling and grammar. Okay, here is your project breakdown. I'm assigning it today. Today, you need to find the recipe with at least 4 fractions. It has to have at least 4 fractions. So you're going to get that part done today. Then on Thursday, I'm going to post a video showing you how to do the math, especially to make it for 20 people. Then you'll have Thursday and Friday to work on the math worksheet. Okay, that's Friday, May 1st. Then the next Friday, and there's a whole week in there, but there's a whole week in there because I want to make sure that we have time for revisions. Okay, if this was in the classroom, I could walk around and help you, but I can't really do that. So you might need to have your parents help you or an older brother or sister help you. But I want to make time between here and here to give it back to you for revisions. Okay, you might need to make some corrections before you start typing. So on May 8th, you're going to type your recipe. Make sure you have no mistakes in spelling or grammar. You're going to include your name and a title. I would also include a picture. Then on Monday, May 11th, you're going to turn in your completed recipe to Google Classroom. This is your final culminating activity, and that's finals week. If you want to make your recipe, cook your recipe, you can send me a picture. Better yet, you can make me a video of you making your recipe and get it to me by May 11th for some extra credit, and I'll go over that in the rubric. On Tuesday, May 12th, this will be your reflection. This will be assigned separately and will be your final assessment. Okay, here's an example. This recipe, does this recipe make the grade? Well, first thing that you have to do is, does it have 4 fractions? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fractions. So remember, it has to have at least 4 fractions. If it has 6, that's fine. Okay, so this recipe would work for what I need it to do. So all you're going to do today is find a recipe. But moving on, let's go over the rest of the assignment. Okay, once you have your recipe, and this will be on the video Thursday. So you need to watch the video Thursday. I'm going to go over how to do this portion of it. I'm going to skip this for now. Okay, once you have your finished recipe in the chart, you are going to type up the class serving size, step-by-step instructions on how to make your dish. It must be typed and turned into Google Classroom. If you want to earn 20 extra credit points, you can make your recipe, and I suggest you do the half or the double, and you'll see why, because when we get to the proportion of 20, usually we get a fraction that's kind of difficult to use. It's kind of hard to use 5/20ths of a cup of flour. So take a picture of your video, take a picture or make a video of yourself making your recipe and email it to me, and we will do 20 extra credit points. Okay, this is how your recipe is going to get graded. Projects requirements. Mathematical processes improve. Did you show your work? Reduce your fractions. Are all of your fractions reduced to the lowest terms? Do you have an explanation of how the recipe is made? And it's clearly typed. There's no errors. Project organization and mechanics. Is it nicely organized? There's no spelling or grammar errors. Visual appeal. Your project is neat, colorful, creative, and easy to read. And the reflection, this part will come separately. So the reflection will be separate. It's worth a total of 28 points. However, you are going to get a grade based on 100%. So this 28 will turn into, what I will enter in the grade book is your percentage grade. Okay, and then you can get 20 extra credit points if you'd like. So this is an example of what you'd be turning in. So here's a cookie recipe. Here is the ingredients. Here is how it is, the directions on how to do it. And you're going to do this on a Google Doc and turn this into me. So back to what you need to do today. All you need to do today, I guess I can't go back. All you need to do today is to find your recipe. Make sure it has at least 4 fractions, and then tune into our video on Thursday and I'll go over how to do all the math. Good luck, happy hunting, and find something fun and creative. I will see you Thursday. Bye.